Hello everyone and welcome back to another Universe Sandbox video, and today we're going to be continuing on with evolving our latest custom system from birth to death. So if you remember last episode, definitely go ahead and check out that action pack one if you haven't already, as it was a pretty crazy one. It was really crazy. About interstellar travelers, the system has been completely turned up on its head, as we can see. You know, everything is all over the place. So we're going to continue on today and see what sort of chaos could still unfold here. So without further ado, let's just get this system evolving. And we also need to watch the star as well, because the star is getting bigger. We're at 5 radiuses of sun now. The luminosity is going to start skyrocketing probably this episode as well. So we're going to see how that plays out. So without further ado, let's immediately go for the star. And we're going to immediately start to creep it up more. So remember, keep an eye on that habitable zone. As right now, the Earth-like worlds, where are we? So we've got the green one over here. That one's slowly going to warm up. Where's our other one? It's this one, wasn't it? No? That one. Was it that one? I can't even remember where it was. Or has it been completely tossed out? But is it that one? No. I can't remember what world it was. It was Hasbul at the end of last episode, actually. Where's it gone? Huh. Let's see, was it? No, it wasn't that. So this was the second world. There should be another world a little closer that was also habitable, which we was getting a little warm by the end of last episode. Was it this one? No, wasn't that one, was it? Oh, was it? I don't know, actually. Let's see, actually, how's that one? So its temperature is changing depending on where it is. I'm actually just gonna go to last episode. I cannot remember the name of the object, so I'm just going to see if I can find it. Which planet was it? I think it was that one, actually. I'm just looking at it now. Yeah, it was that one. So this one here was, so I don't know what's going on here, but this one's had a bit of a visual change since last episode. So what's going on under here then? Is it lost all? I'm guessing it's lost its water. It has. Okay, that's why. That's why it's looking a lot different. So, whoa, what's going on there? What's that all about? Whoa. Oh, it's lost its atmosphere as well. It's still visually showing its atmosphere, but down here, I'm assuming it's going to be wiped out. Ah, that's why it's lost its water. So if I just pull it to 1 and then 0 again, is that? Or just pull it to 1 and then switch the atmosphere off. That's what it actually looks like right now, and the vegetation would be off. So in theory, it looks like that now because it's not habitable anymore. So the vegetation should be switched off. So I don't know why that's like that, but either way, the planet should be looking a lot different now, really, because it's lost its atmosphere's been stripped away. So we're not actually going to continue with putting its atmosphere back. We're actually going to stick with what the game's done to it. So now it's looking like that. So it may still have the green appearance, but, you know, I don't think it should have vegetation at this point. So now it is turned back to this barren-looking world, as you can see. So it's lost all of its atmosphere. Not good, basically. So that's why its temperature's dropped, is because it's lost its atmosphere. Because remember, this was going up to about 30, 40 degrees. But, yeah, unfortunately, it's lost its atmosphere now. So we'll change the colour of that. So, yeah, effectively, the current planet, or closest to having any sort of life conditions, is the green one. And then we have the blue one, Ano's, a little further out. But those two are still a little too far away from the star right now to really receive any sort of temperature. So it's time to evolve up, I think. So we're going to slowly increase that luminosity up. And then obviously radius is also getting bigger. So going up to 10 suns now. So getting bigger. You know, we're starting to get into the end of the main sequence stage, I'd probably guess, at this point. And then if we look here now we're starting to see some warmth, hopefully. So we should start to see that warm up. And while we're here, we're going to throw a save in as well. And let that roll. Okay, so let's continue. So yeah, I'm not sure how that other planet lost its atmosphere in between episodes, because I haven't ran the simulation since. So I don't know how that's worked. But oh well. So we'll let it go. So as we can see now, it's still not getting the temperature it needs. So it's still freezing over. It's just not enough to really get this planet going. If we look down here, it's a big crater mark there. That's pretty cool. So albedo's quite low. Infrared's quite low. Maybe we could have maybe over time it could increase just a bit, but I don't think that's really going to do too much to it. No, it's still in the minuses. It's all ready to go. It just needs temperature. And then the same with the blue one here. I'm guessing this also. Look at the zone for this one. Don't know why the zone's so low. I'm guessing the atmosphere on here isn't very strong. It's got a high albedo, that's why. It's very reflective, so it will have to take a while for this planet to warm up as well. This atmosphere is quite low as well. That's 180 actually, never mind. Give it a bit of increased infrared over time as well. Maybe that'll help it in the future, but for now that's still too cold. So there's not really much going on in the inner solar system right now. We've also got this this one here, which looks to be on like almost in a retrograde orbit, going around the wrong way. So this could potentially be a planet that could have some good conditions in the future as well. But again, it's still too far away. The star needs to be a red giant really for that to kick off. We also had that purple one, didn't we? Lost that last episode, I think. So that's not... That one got completely tossed out, so we're not going to see that again, unfortunately. Right, anyways, let's continue. So let's let time expand before we evolve the star again. So let's just let it run. It's so weird having an orbit so like this. This is probably the craziest destruction we've had in one of these, really. I mean, we haven't really had systems that have been this ruined from an interstellar traveller before. So, yeah, this one's orbits are completely ruined. But surprisingly, the gas giants seem to be behaving themselves now. And there's not too much turmoil in the orbits going on. If you look, everyone's fairly stable now. So it looks like the system's kind of sorted its... Maybe that interstellar traveller's kind of helped the system sort itself out. And as you can see, not much is really changing in terms of the orbital positions. So, I mean, if we just get the lineup of everyone. So this is who we have left. So we've got a dominant gas giant there. We've got the second and the third gas giants. We did actually lose our second most massive gas giant. So they've all been lost. We got, yeah, the... two other remaining gas giants. Got a large rocky planet. Morat. Where is Morat sitting, actually? Oh, so Morat's got quite a longer orbit now. Okay. So this is the largest rocky planet in the system. But yeah, I mean, the orbits are all sitting fairly comfortably now. So it's pretty cool that this has managed to actually last like this. Is that the green gas giant there? Yeah, okay. So you can see there's retrograde orbits. Look, this one's going around the wrong way as well, the green one. So, yeah, pretty mad stuff. But anyways, let's go back to the start. Let's just let time really keep going. Sometimes you just got to let the natural progression play out. But I mean, it still seems that this is actually working fairly comfortably. I mean, I do reckon that this object here, I reckon that this guy will eventually get slung out, or its orbit will change, just because it will either have an interaction with one of the gas giants, it will twist its orbit, or it will just slingshot around the star and never come back. So we'll have to see how that changes over time as well. Because it could, you know, its orbit's probably the most unpredictable at the moment, so we will see how that plays out, I think. So... there we are. Let's slow down things for now. So you can see its orbit does go really close to the inner solar system. Let's actually watch it as it comes in. Because it looks like it must get quite hot when it actually does get in there. So let's see. Look at its temperature. So it's entering the zone. We should see that temperature start to spring up really high as it does get this close to the star. So let's see. Does it actually... No, you can see there it's actually... not even going into the positive temperatures because it slings by so quick it doesn't have time to warm up. Oh wow, okay. Pretty mad. Okay. How's our green object doing? I'm guessing this is still not enough to really do it. Okay, so back to the star. Again, luminosity is popping up. We can see the radius is also getting bigger. So there you go. Okay. So hopefully that would now be enough to start getting some temperature, which it is. 10 degrees. So another massive time fold. You can see just by the orbit of this, look how obviously the face facing the star is the part that's melted. So we've almost got like a tightly locked effect going on. It is tilted on its side as well, but obviously as that moves, you can see it is slowly shifting. It goes up to 30 degrees now. So I think we should just give it a bit of manual interference. I think that should be melted. So that's what we should be having right now. So now let's have a little look at this and what is actually going on here. So, oh, I turned the zone off. I didn't want to do that because now it's going to be all wrong. Yeah. Okay, I'll fix that in a minute. But anyways, so how are we looking here? Shall we look all underneath the atmosphere and the clouds? That's what you've got, and that is very, very strange. I think we need to settle the water. Oh, it's an all ocean world. Well, then you got that massive crater there. We can try changing the sea level just to get a bit of land back. Let's see how that works. Is that gonna give us some land? No, really. What is this all about? I think this is it's quite a flat planet. I think that's why. So it only has one really big island, and that's really about it. Because if I turn it all the way off, then you're not really going to see anything. So I mean, if I try and turn it up again, you can see it's not really. Yeah, that's going to be quite difficult to really get a balance, I think, because it doesn't look like it wants to. I mean, I can try halving it down. No. See, look how low it'd have to go for it to actually. Centimeters. Yeah, so it's all a very, very flat surface apart from that massive crater there. So that's why it's here now. Look at this. Oh wow. So that's pretty mad how that's actually turned out actually. So we'll just leave it the way it was, settle, and it's all melted. So it's an all ocean world for the most part. But it does have that one big island there. The only part of elevation that's actually sticking out the ocean is this huge island. So atmosphere and clouds back on. So pretty mysterious world, but yeah, an ocean world nonetheless. So it's 91 and 50 on the stats, not too bad. Okay. Pretty cool. Okay, right, we'll let that play out as we continue now. So that's currently in its habitable zone. This one's still just really cold just because of its very low atmosphere. So that's a pretty wild one as well. I want to go back to my view because I want to. What's it? No, simulate want view. I always forget what that one is. Now it should be down here. Habitable zones. Where are we? Flat. We want the billboard. Yes, that's better. Cool. Right, so we'll let this play out. So you can see the star is a lot bigger now as well. So we'll start to see if that causes any changes, especially for this object over here. Could it actually just fly into the star at this point? And if the star gets too big, it will just fly in eventually. So we'll see how this works now. Let's let the simulation play out. Let things evolve and change. So how are we doing? Okay, so it's going to sling back round. Let's see. No, it's still sitting in there. Oh, its orbit got slung out further there. Oh, it's gone. It's gone. There you go. Hey. Never to return. So that is completely gone. We're never seeing him again. Bye-bye. Okay, I could see that was going to happen eventually as the star did get bigger. Right. So there we go. So now we're another planet down. All our remaining planets. So look how well balanced they are for now. I mean, they're all sitting very comfortably where they are. I mean, look at that. It's a perfectly, it's pretty stable. I mean, no, pretty good. I mean, this was a system in turmoil originally. So the fact that it's actually kind of settled around now, that's pretty interesting. You can see one of the our closest planet, that's orbit's slightly. So this is now our closest planet. And this was the world that was habitable last episode. So you can see not looking good at all. Yeah. Okay, right, so you got that one there. What's our second planet doing? We got this one here. Ah, that was the sister planet. This one originally had the same orbit as the planet we just looked at. So we can see here. This is an all-frozen world as well. So it is starting to go into the positive temperatures. So maybe this one will see some. Oh no, it's lost all of its water. I don't even remember if this one had water or not, but either way, not good. Okay. Yeah, I can't remember if this one had water on it. Someone with the cool Europa-looking surface, so yeah, that's a world that's never really had a chance to do anything. I can't remember if it had water or not, but either way, it has lost it if it did have it, so not good. As our planet over here, so the green planet, that's currently the life planet of life. Goes into the 50 degrees, so now we have gone. We're at the later period of its life conditions, I guess. So there we go. Okay. Right, let's continue back with the start again. So I think, it's only, since the system is fairly stable, I think we do need to spice it up with a big increase as well. And then I think radius, we're just going to immediately just go for a pretty big. So now the star's really getting in it now. I'm not sure 0.6 AU just yet. We'll go to to roughly 0.1 AU. So, you know, we're getting there. We'll go ahead and save as well. There you go. So now that's a big substantial increase. So the green planet is probably going to lose its conditions at this point. So we'll go ahead and look at the green one. Slow down time so we can see as it happens. Press play. 131 degrees instantly. So no more water for you, unfortunately. It's going to lose it all. And it will be turned back to a pretty barren world. A hotter one now this time. So let's see. So the temperature's cooling a bit, but I mean that's not going to be enough. This water's not going to last. Because we're going further away from the start. And so the water could still, in theory, sit around at that point. But because 100's roughly the proper evaporation point. But we'll see how that plays. But you know, it's still sitting there, which is quite impressive for now. But I think at this point, we would start to have a greenhouse effect slowly kick up. So I think we are actually going to do that manually. And kind of have it turn into a Venus kind of object. It's got a lot of water. There's a lot of stuff that could evaporate here. So we are going to buff this all up. So we're going to go to 2 atmosphere layers. And we're going to put the infrared all the way up. So we're going to see how that affects our planet. Or maybe we go to 4. You know, a really, really heavy... So we've got a global greenhouse effect going on here. So that should really kick it now. So where are we? So we're almost in... Yeah. We're right in the red zone now, so we're going to see that temperature. It's going to skyrocket now as the greenhouse effect slowly kicks in. So maybe customization-wise as well, the clouds, we're going to go to double thick all the way up, yes. Then I think we'll give them those slowly give it those more brownish clouds that really show, you know, not looking good here. Those sort of dark brown Venus-y light clouds. You can see that water. How's that water still there? I mean, 200 degrees. There's no way. Yeah, I think we need some more manual. So it's vaporized, isn't it? You can see it's losing material. So it is actually losing its water. I'm assuming that's its water there. It is losing. But I think, you know, it's vaporized, isn't it? There you go. That's more like it. So now... there'd be no water. So the water's all gas now. So if you look underneath, that's what you've got left. So not good. Vegetation is switched off. I don't know why the surface is green, but I'll tell you what, it shouldn't be green. Yeah, nah. There you go. That makes more sense. And then the atmosphere is the only thing that's left green. I guess we'll slowly start to transform that into a more... Yes. Okay. But you can see a world that was once nice is lost its... It was past its sell-by date, I guess. And it is not looking good. I'm surprised that the ice and snow are still there. Let's turn that off. There we go. So now... How's that patch still white? I've no idea. Oh, that must be the high elevation. Okay, so I guess we'll just transform all of that. There you go. That's more like it. So... Ah! Yeah, that should be more of a generic colour now, I think. But there you go. So... Yeah, that's a world that was once nice, but no longer. So it's kind of lost that. It's kind of lost its magic. Unfortunately, yeah, it's now becoming a Venus-like world with that thick atmosphere. So we'll see how that plays out. And next up, we've got Ano's here. Still too cold. It just doesn't have the temperature in the atmosphere to really kick it. So, you know, the star, we'll have to wait for the next star evolution for this guy to really get the kick it needs, I think, because it's still just not there. Yep, still nowhere near it. Oh, wowee. So maybe it's time for another stellar evolution here. How's our two closer? How is this? Okay. I thought that would have been hotter than that. And this one as well, 82 degrees. They are right in there, but they don't have no atmosphere in them. So there you go. Anyways, let's let the system play out. See how anything changes. But I mean, yeah, the system's mostly balanced now. So there you go. So 0.1 million years simulated time now. So yeah, we've had a lot of evolution time. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to have another interstellar traveller. This time I'm going to go with I'll go with a brown dwarf. We'll go with the gasser objects. So we'll go with the green, mysterious green brown dwarf. Launch velocity. We're going to slow this down. And we're going to send it. We're not going to send it directly at the start. We're going to send it to the side. So somewhere down here. Launch it there. So it's a mysterious green star that is approaching. There it is, gasser green. So we're going to see if that causes any interaction. It's travelling quite slow, so we'll see how that, if that causes anything. But we're going to watch it fly. And how much mass is it? So it's got 78 Jupiter masses. So it's a pretty large object. I mean, if we put mass here, it is the second largest mass and radius. So pretty big deal. Very mysterious green shaded brown dwarf. So we'll go ahead and see how that plays out. So let's watch it as it approaches. Okay. Oh, it's coming in. Ooh. Remember, it's not on a collision course with the star. It was fired at a separate angle. Oh, there we go. It's just coming. It's slung by. I've just paused it. So that may have caused some orbital changes. We'll have to watch. So slow it down. There we go. So it's been slung out. The brown dwarf. Okay. So is that... I think it did cause a bit of a rip with some of the inner objects, possibly. It looked like it did sling some orbits around. So there we go. So it's leaving. But it did look like it changed. I want to say it looked like some of the orbits changed. But let's just have a little... Oh yeah, it may have bounced... Oh no, it's coming back. Oh my god. It's coming back. Slow down. Trails. Oh, we may have... Oh. Do we have... I don't think it's trails showing. That's weird. I don't know why it's not showing its orbit. But is it going to come back and actually stick around? Here you go. Oh. Oh. Well, that's dangerous. Ooh. Oh, it's crashed. Oh, no way. It's gone into our star completely. Into our... Oh. We paused it right at the moment. It's gone in. See all that fragment. Oh, that is going to... And our star temperature's increased as well. That's a big collision. Into a red giant star, pretty much, as well. We've never had something like that before, where we've actually had an interstellar traveller. It flew past, and then it just plummeted back into the star. So, how does that... Is that going to change any of our orbits? Because, I mean, that could have had some gravity. It would have pushed our star a bit. So, let's see. Did that... Oh, look at the luminosity's changing. Look, see how the zone went bigger there. Oh! Star's cooling down again, but... Either way, that was a... it increased its mass as well. So, the star did survive that, obviously. There you go. But I think what we're doing is just for a bit of mysteriousness. The green brown dwarf crashed into our normal star. So maybe a bit of that green infected our star. Just a tad. Maybe. Just a tiny bit of green has got into our... You know, for unexplained reason, an unknown material has kind of infected our star almost. And now there's a slight green haze coming from our parent star. So there you go. So a very mysterious transition there, but there you go. And again, we're going to increase our star's radius and luminosity. There you go. So it's going up to 80 now. Press play. There you go. So a very mysterious substance on that brown dwarf. So it's changed our star just a tiny bit. So there you go. Anyways, let's continue. So inner system's in big trouble. What about this blue one? Is this still... It's still not getting the temperature it needs. So it goes down to minus 70 roughly, but it's still just not enough. Oh wow, that's crazy. I can't believe how that's turned out. Alright. Minus 69 there. How are other in? I mean, I'm surely these guys are going to be really feeling it now. No, really. I mean, it's only at 200. Where are we? This one, but this one. 109 degrees. How about a bit of gravity sucking them in a bit? So, you know, a bit of orbital deduction. Slowly pull the two inner planets in just a tiny bit. Maybe the cause of the brown dwarf slowly brings them in just a little bit. How has this got its water back? You're having a laugh. 319 degrees. No, we're not having... No. That's not right. What is going on there? Vaporize. Go away. There you go. It's a barren world. There shouldn't be no water left here. Where is it? Here we is. So how are we doing here? So what is going on? So where the clouds gone for a start? Huh. This atmosphere, lifelike, good. Yeah, that's obviously gone. The atmosphere's still there, yeah. Greenhouse effect we're increasing to 6. Atmosphere layers. Down here, where are we? Water is... There's no water left. Gone. Right, so, clouds. Why are the clouds not... Opacity change. There you go, put them back. The really, really Venus-y appearance. It's just the star tint as well as making it look a little more green. But that's what it actually looks like at the top there. So, yeah, the atmosphere's gone all Venus-y like now. So, there you go. Maybe a thicker atmosphere as well. Slowly cover it up. So that's gone proper Venus-like now. So the temperature there will slowly get become the hottest in the system. So go up to 10 actually. There you go. So yeah, had a lot of water on it. It only makes sense that, you know, a lot of that would evaporate for the greenhouse effect. So there you go. And then that's now proper Venus-y. There you go. All right. And the other two have merged closer to the stars. Well, there you go. Now you're seeing some increase in temperature. So pretty mad. How about this one as well? 114. There you go. Maybe this one gets pulled in just a tad bit as well. So there you go. But yeah, the inner planets, they've been pulled in just a tad by a bit of stellar winds and stuff. But yeah, in theory, some could get pulled in, some could get pushed out. It depends. Stellar winds, you know. Because there is the theory about Earth. Would it either get pushed out or will it get pulled in a bit, you know, as the sun becomes a red giant? So, it's an interesting concept. We'll have a bit of that in here. Okay, there you go. So, continuing on. Let's see how this plays out. With our almost infected looking star. Whoa. Pretty mad. I turned the zone off. Whoops-a-daisy. But it's not like we really need it anymore. So, there you go. Oh, yeah. But again, the system's still looking fairly stable, despite having a literal brown dwarf collide into the star. Honestly, that could have detonated our star. I'm quite surprised it didn't. I guess it wasn't enough mass to really do it, but I mean, either way. Could have detonated our star completely, and that would have been game over from there. Right, anyways. Again, I can't believe how stable, after all of the drama this system had in last episode, I'm so surprised that this is actually stabilised out and it's actually, everyone is sitting fairly comfortably. There's no interaction. The dominant gas giant's not really doing anything anymore. All the orbits are nicely positioned where there's not too much interaction going on. I'm really, really surprised. So anyway, so let's continue. It's mainly the stars, the main focus now. So I think we will be having our detonation today either way. So there we go. Okay, so luminosity again. We're skyrocketing up to 100 now. I can't believe the temperature's so low. Can we increase that? Oh, it's got up to 1400. Oh, okay. So I want to have it a bit brighter. And then luminosity, there we go. Radius, 0.4 suns. Or 0.4 AU, I should say. So there you go. Done. Saved. 121. But now, after this point, it's really, you know, since it's this large, you know, in theory, I think it should be bigger than that. I think it should be at least almost into the thousands now. I mean, there you go, 5,000. Temperature is getting hot. But the green slowly fades out a bit now, but there you go, either way. Big and dangerous. Luminosity has gone up. So maybe this planet never gets its chance, as the star is just... It flew past too quickly, so we're never going to see this world melt properly. I mean, we can melt it. So it would in theory look like this, but either way, it's going to lose all that and vaporise straight away. So no water at all. Lost it all. And immediately, you know, the star, you know, it was too far away. It didn't have the greenhouse to warm up while the star was more dormant. So now the star's now a big monster. You know, there's no way this planet was going to sit around for long. So where are we? So, oh, it's lost its atmosphere apparently. But But we're going to have it as a big greenhouse effect. You know, all that water evaporates really fast. Big greenhouse effect going on here. Atmosphere. Give it the traditional sort of look, I guess. Clouds all the way up. So you can see the surface is melting already, so not good. Base colour. Yeah, that's not looking too good, is it? Loses all of that potential. How are we doing over here? Yeah, oh dear. There's our green one. Ah! Oh dear. So there you go. And I think, you know, either way, you know, this should be, to put it up to a higher level as well. 77, so that's going to be extremely hot. Our other two planets, I mean, they're going to be in the high hundreds now. So it really is the end of this system at this point. More at next planet out 200 degrees. Even these guys 400 degrees here. Oh, even here 400 degrees. You can see it's got a bit of water going on, but the water is actually in the area that it's in the pole at the top here by the looks of it. Or is that water? Yeah, it is. Yes, there's water in the poles facing away from the star. So I guess that makes a bit of sense because it is colder there. So, okay. Cool. Now, it really depends how large the star is going to go. How large do we want to push it? So, there you are. Very, very interesting. Alright, let's continue. But I mean, at this point, you know, the system is pretty just stable. You know, there's not really going to be much change for the orbits. It really is just the star's brightness and luminosity that are going to really make any changes at this point. You know, the system is fairly stable completely. So there you go. So I think at this point, we're now going to go into just the huge red giant category. I think the luminosity still should be bigger. So I'm going to immediately just go to, you know, just huge levels of just brightness. So there we go, and then this is gonna, I want to double it. Just hoping it doesn't go. It's gone. Ah, too much at once. So the star's limit is not even 1 AU. So okay, and it didn't even blow up if you notice. It just disappeared, which is a bit annoying. So okay, let's continue. So let's try again. So we've kind of down tuned again. So we can't go to 0.8. Go to 0.6. No, 0.6 is the limit roughly. Okay, good to know. So it's not going to be the biggest red giant of all time then. Okay. So, 0.6. Oh, there you go, 8. So it can sit with that. And luminosity is where it really goes big. So we'll sit at that. So that is now at peak size. It's not going to get any bigger than that. So pretty mad stuff there. Tiny bit of green left, but yeah, no, the stars... Oh, no, it should be a red. No more green, unfortunately. I think it is now going to be a proper red looking object. So there you go. So that is the star at the end of its life. Completely end of its life now. Oh, it kind of undid what we did here. That's a bit annoying. Oh well. Either way, it, you know, this world's completely had it at this point. So yeah, atmosphere's gone completely. There you go. How's everyone else doing now? You know, I'm not expecting very well. Yeah. 1,000 degrees there. It's pretty weird that not the whole planet's covered by, you know, it's pretty crazy. So, I mean, even at the furthest planets over here, -14, yeah, it's going to warm up either way. And we're still pretty far from the star, though. I mean, it's obviously receiving its light, but yeah, not really too much. And it is slowly warming up, so we'll let the simulation run, actually, and just see how this plays. So let's just let it go. I'm going to throw a save, actually, while it is all in one piece. But yeah, we're going to get ready for detonation at any point now, because the star is ready to go. So there you go. Got that all saved. Let's let the simulation run, see how hot everyone gets. I mean, if we put the zone on now, yeah, there you go. So big red giant. So not the biggest star, but a very bright one. So there you go. So even though the furthest planet's out, going over 100 now. So pretty crazy. About this one, this was another possible Earth-like world. It's 100. Yeah, that's the Neptune actually. Never mind. Oh yeah, it's even this one at its closest point here. Goes into the hotter areas of it. So there it is. So here we go. It approaches the star. Look at that temperature skyrocket as it goes into the black zone on the Hattwall disk. So as it gets this close, you know, you're going to really see that temperature skyrocket as it gets close. I mean, look how close the blue one goes. That orbit's actually changed. It didn't used to do that, did it? It's not even at its closest point. So right there, that's in the inner solar system. Look, it's really close. Oh wow. So that orbit's slightly changed, hasn't it? So there you go. Okay, so big menacing star there. Pretty mad stuff. So there's all of the objects all lined up. So very hot for the most part. So you can see red giant star all the way down here. There's our planets. So pretty crazy stuff. Everyone in the high levels, obviously the inner planets, going to be suffering the most. So they're all very hot. So the 3 main inner planets, that's all that's left of the inner solar system. So remember, half of the objects didn't even make it this far. So yeah, we did lose a lot of faces along the way here. So dear oh dear. Right, okay, anyways, I think now is the time where it goes detonation. So what we're going to do is we need to, obviously, this thing needs to go, but we also need to somehow get a white dwarf in the middle. So how am I going to do that? Well, in theory, all I need to do is I need to blow it up and then put auto orbit on a white dwarf in the middle. So we will have to do that. So what we simply need to do is we'll let the simulation go very slowly. So a couple of hours, yeah. Alright, now detonation. So the stars reach its limit, explode. We also want a nova. Can I press there? I did click it. There you go. So star's gone. Now we need white dwarf to go in the middle just to keep the orbits, because it's a bit annoying that see, I think when an object gets detonated, the white dwarf should automatically generate. That's the way I see it. I think that should be how it works. Is it in there? White dwarf? Is it in there? So nova. But I need a white dwarf to replace it. Come on. Wait. Why is it not letting me place it? Hey. That's so weird. I don't know why it's not letting me play it. Maybe I need to just lock onto a planet. There we go. Now let's try. Okay then. Oh, that's. I don't know why that's doing that. Okay, right. So white dwarf. We need to somehow plop it in the middle there. In there? Is it in there? I mean, it should be in there somewhere. I think we placed it in there so well. Oh, there's 2 white dwarf. What the heck? Why is there 2? Where? What's that doing there? Get out of here. There we go. Right, so white dwarf. Ah, there he is. Okay, so yeah, that obviously needs to be preferably the middle of the nova. So it's annoying how it didn't let me just place it in there. That's annoying. So we can just obviously manually plop it in there. There you go. So now that's in the centre. So there's your white dwarf, and then all we need to simply do is press auto orbit and then let it run. So I know the orbits do change, but it's the best we can really do. So there you go. Press play. There you go. So now white dwarf's in there. You can see one of the planets is already about to be absolutely just... Ooh, dearly me. That's a huge... Oh, yeah. So, press play, and this is going to get absolutely dissolved. Let it play out. There you go. Look at it just get vaporized from that, because that is a big... that's a big one. Right in your face, really. I mean, look at that. It's a good view, though. But, you know, that's not going to last long. So, you can see here. This was a planet that used to be an Earth-like world as well. This was the one that was Earth-like last episode. But it's not going to last. Look how hot the front face gets. Look at that. 1800, 1900, 20,000. Oh, and it's got... Oh! And it's just to say... gone. Wiped out. It looks like all the inner planets have gone as well. Look, they're all... Oh, dear. So So the inner system just got completely eliminated that fast. All of them just got disintegrated. So next planet out. Is this one going to survive? See, I don't think it will. Look at that. Oh. There you go. That really is the end. I don't think it's going to survive that, is it? It's too close, surely. Even the furthest out objects? No, they're the gas giants. Let's just let it go. Boom. Oh. And there you go. So now we're inside the nova. That's all that remains. So we do have a rocky planet that survived that, actually. So there you go. So you let that go all the way out. Oh, yeah. Bang. Still going as well. So if we go all the way back down now. So what is left? That's all that's left. So they're now just around the white dwarf. Lost all its mass as well, obviously. So there you go. And then that's literally all it remains. So the closest planet is now this one. And now they're going to be in the pitch darkness. See, orbits may change since the stars lost its mass. The gas giants will have a bigger pull on everything. So eventually we could see the gas giants rip them out. So let's just see how this plays. So I reckon the gas giant could eventually break some stuff here. It looks like it's changing orbits. Yeah, I reckon the gas giant could eject stuff. So it's not often we really run after the star explodes, but, you know, I still think there is more to be seen here because of the gas giants. The dominant gas giant is now got a much bigger pull on everything, and you can see, oh, whoa, oh, that's a bit close, isn't it? Oh my God, it's actually receiving light from the white dwarf. What happened there? Can't believe that actually. I'm surprised that didn't get tossed out. That's pretty mad. So that's probably safe now, since it's that close, but oh my God. Well, that's wild. I can't run any faster. That is the absolute quickest we can run now, because that's a lot closer. But either way, that's mad stuff. That white dwarf. Oh yeah. Does look cool. Oh. But there you go. I think that may do it for the end of our system now. It looks like the planets may have settled now. So what did you guys think of that? I got to say, that was a pretty action-packed, evolving birth to death system. You know, with the Interstellar Travelers, they really spiced this one up, and we did lose a lot of objects. But I did see, actually, in the comments, actually, speaking of what we could do for the next one. That is a red dwarf system. So yeah, I've got it. Message received. We'll do a red dwarf one next time for system 10. Because we've already done 10 systems, because we did some separate ones with like a binary. I didn't count them as part of the main sort of episode count. So yeah, we've already done a good 10 now, but now for the official sort of 10th one that isn't really labelled anything different, yeah, we'll do a red dwarf system, maybe a binary. I don't know. Let me know what you want to see. What you want to see the next birth to death system in the comments. Most people said red dwarfs. It will involve at least one red dwarf, but do you want it as a single or a binary, or what do you want to see? Because it could be interesting. We could have a red dwarf and a brown dwarf, or anything like that. What do you guys want to see for the next one? Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below in the comments. But with that all said and done, guys, I really hope you've enjoyed today's episode. And if you did, press that like button. The subscribe for more helps on the journey to 30,000 subscribers, as we're less than 800 subscribers away now. So really appreciate it, guys. It's absolutely amazing stuff. And yeah, I hope you continue to enjoy my videos. But yeah, if that all said and done, make sure you all stay safe out there. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.